county in Maui has filed a lawsuit against the power company that's believed to be at least partially responsible for the blaze that devastated the island several weeks ago. This lawsuit alleges that the company was aware of the risk. Clearly they were. And they were part of the reason that this all took place. It was the poles. You had wooden poles that were, rotten. They were eaten out by termites. They were ready to fall. You had a place where decades ago, they should have done underground wiring. They had the ability to do it. They had the money to do it. But instead, they wanted to keep profits. They had, now, as of I guess a few days ago, Hawaii Electric says, no, we turned off the electricity. Did you see that?
I hadn't seen that.
Oh, yeah. They said we turned off the electricity and it caused the Hawaii Electric stocks to rise. But, that's right flying in the face of videos where you see the pole falling, you see the sparks, you see the fire taking place. It's going to be an interesting fight. Again, my feeling is the best place to handle this one is going to be in bankruptcy court because this company is only worth $3.6 billion. It's probably a $6 billion problem. There's no way they can go the distance. I do tell people to get ready for that. It's not going to be an easy solution here, is it?
Right, no, and we've seen it, obviously we saw that happen in California with PG&E. They were facing all of the lawsuits from the wildfires, so they said, okay, bankrupt, we've got no money, let's take this to court, let's drag out the suffering of these individuals. And PG&E, by the way, they had the money.
Oh,
they absolutely could have paid it out. And this one, it is a little more complicated because we're talking about a company that's worth about half as much as the estimated damages at this point. So it's not going to be a pretty fight, and it's not going to be a quick fight either, unfortunately, for these people. And that's, of course, why, as you and I have talked about, you've got the Wall Street vultures circling, telling these people, listen, it's going to be, could be 5, could be 10 years.
You got parachute lawyers jumping in and saying,
hey, that's becoming a huge issue.
We're living in New York, but we can hire, local lawyers, go to local lawyers, ask your local lawyers what to do, get them ready for bankruptcy court, because that's where this is going to go ultimately. And that's maybe not so bad. Maybe people are going to be better paid. Most of the time, anytime you see a company move to bankruptcy court, it's bad for the consumer. It's bad for the victim. In this particular case, there's such limited money there that might be the only resolution. But I think that's where it's going. But we saw the same thing happen in California. Days after, PG&E were saying, well, we turned off the electricity. All the same things happening. And they said, well, there were areas where we simply, we were late putting any underground cable because we couldn't afford it. It would pass on too much cost to the consumer. All of these same arguments are now being made. But as you watch how derelict this company, Hawaii Electric, was in taking care of these people, it's kind of an easy decision on what happened there, isn't it?
It really is. And now that this company is under that microscope, you've got the entire country looking at this. It's not going to take long. And you brought up the fact that you've got the residents that have on video, they took the videos themselves, the power lines sparking and literally starting fires in those moments. So, the evidence against the company is overwhelming at this point. It's just the money issue that is going to put up that big hurdle.
My advice to folks is don't let that money issue interfere with your willingness to go ahead and get involved and look down the road. Hopefully there'll be a reckoning, at least to the extent of the value of this company.